So let's look at the different bifurcations. So that's how your cognitive processes are included in your emotions as well. What's up, you guys? Aditi. Welcome back to our channel. Last week, that is last Friday, we spoke about motivation and two kinds of motivation. Today, we'll just talk about emotion. Also, let me know how the video quality and the audio quality is because I have changed my phone for the past 1.5 years. I've been using OnePlus 6 and now I've changed my phone and I'm not using this. My screen mirroring on the TV, so I'm looking there. So I'm not using this because I'm not really sure how I can connect it and how I can hear it. I did not check it because I got the phone this morning. So let me know how this is and I'll figure it out for the next video. Okay, so let's begin. So emotions are complex patterns of change that include physiological arousal, subjective feelings, cognitive processes and behavioral reactions. And the emotions occur in response to situations we perceive to be personally significant. So anything that is significant to us personally, we respond to them, we react to them, and that's when these emotions occur. So let's look at the different bifurcations. So let's look at the different bifurcations of emotions. So first I said was physiological arousal. It is when the emotions engage the nervous system and the endocrine system, that is the hormones, so that when you are emotionally aroused, your body is also aroused. Coming to the second one, which is subjective feelings. So emotions involve the subjective awareness of feelings such as joy, sorrow, anger, disgust, anxiety. We'll get to all of this in the future videos. Third is the cognitive processes. So emotions include cognitive processes such as memories, perceptions, expectations, and interpretations. So to give you an example of this, because I can think at the top of my head, is when you're angry, you tend to have all the memories about a person, about all the things that they did to you, the bad things actually. You will not remember all the sweet things that they did to you. So that's how your cognitive processes are included in your emotions as well. Fourth is behavioral reactions. So emotions consist of behavioral reactions, facial expressions, gestures, tone of voice. All these serve to communicate our feelings to others. So cries of distress and running for our lives are also adaptive responses that may enhance our chances for survival. Let's come to the general categories of emotions. There are two kinds according to the psychologists. First is primary or basic emotions. So, primary or basic emotions refer to the initial and direct emotional response to an experience, such as you're happy when you meet a loved one after a long time, or you get afraid when you see something that you're afraid of. Maybe you're afraid of a dog, you see a dog and you get scared, or you're afraid of the thunder or something like that. So, fear or the joy are the basic emotions or the primary emotions here. A little disclaimer here, the point that I'm gonna say next, I'm not really sure about it because I did not find any research on it as such properly on Google Scholar. And the two textbooks that I have of two different psychology subjects have different points given. So, according to the social psychology textbook, there are 5 basic emotions, whereas according to my psychology of adjustment textbook, there are 8 basic emotions. I'm just going to read them out because I don't want to make a mistake. So there's joy, acceptance, surprise, anger, fear, happiness, and disgust and anticipation. So there are 8. And in the social psychology, I'm going to put it in the right here so you know. Yeah, here actually, so you know. Now, primary emotions are such emotions that actually create other emotions. So, if we say that you're feeling disgust, then disgust can also make you feel hatred or loathing or other emotions as well. So, primary emotions tend to also create other kinds of emotions. Whereas the second category of emotions, which is the secondary emotions or complex emotions, are emotional experiences that are reflective, involve evaluation of the self, and typically follow primary emotions. So there are three basic or three common secondary emotions: shame, guilt, and pride. So if you take an example, you are feeling angry towards your sibling. Now, anger here is a primary emotion, basic emotion. Now, when you have been reflective on your primary emotion, you tend to feel secondary emotion, which is shame. So, you have been really angry at your sibling and you have screamed at them or maybe even hit them or whatever. So, you have been really mad and you have acted out on that anger, and now you are reflecting on your actions and the emotion that you felt, and now you feel shameful. So the shameful or being like feeling shame is the secondary emotion. So the negative emotion, that is shame and guilt, they follow a failure to meet an internalized social standard. But shame occurs due to loss of social status, and guilt is typically evoked after a moral transgression or like a moral offense. And positive emotion is pride. So pride occurs when the internalized social standards are met. So basic emotions are so basic and so primary that they develop even before a baby's first birthday. But these secondary or complex emotions, they develop after the child turns 2 or 3. So basically they secondary emotions is accompanied by the feeling of sense of self, like the development of sense of self. So after the child develops a sense of self, that's when the secondary emotions is developed. And that is it for today's video. I know the video was super short, but I didn't want to make this video too long for three reasons. One is this was just like an introduction of emotions, and there are 4 different kinds of emotions that I'm going to talk about in the future videos. Maybe I'll make 4 different videos, or I'll club 2 together and explain them. So don't forget to subscribe. Second reason is because it's Diwali. I know that a lot of people are not going to actually watch this video. Maybe they'll watch it later. Also, happy Diwali everyone. I hope you guys enjoy with your family and friends and stay safe, because Corona gaya nahi hai kahin pe bhi. It's still here and we need to take care of ourselves and our family and everyone that we love. Sorry if you can hear the washing machine. But I hope you guys stay safe and not burst a lot of firecrackers, because it's really not good for the environment or the animals. Okay. And third reason is because I'm trying out my new phone ka camera. I don't know how it is. Like, the video is great, it's not that bad, but I don't know how the audio is going to be. So I won't know until I start editing this video, which is going to be this evening or maybe tomorrow or something like that. So yeah, so I didn't want to make a longer video and then have trouble about it and then maybe refilm it, which I don't want to do. So that is it. I hope you guys liked it. Share, subscribe, whatever, happy Diwali, and I'll see you next Friday with another psychology video. Look at how this looks like. Come here. I can't move. Come here. Because it's the camera within the camera. Can you see it?